I started teaching about 6 years ago at South Amboy Middle High School. I taught there for about 2 years. I taught 7th through 12th graders, so I taught a lot of different kids. After that, I went to Long Branch, and I taught at the high school and the middle school there. I was there for about 3 years and finally came to Brick. This is my first year at Brick. It's definitely where I want to stay, where I want to be. I live in Brick. My kids will grow up here. My kids will go to this school, so it's definitely the school that I want to stay at. And I decided to become a teacher when I was in high school. I had an Algebra 1 teacher who was just amazing. She made it easy to understand, fun to learn the math. I didn't excel at math growing up because I just had that disconnect of my teachers and me, and I didn't understand it from them. And when I had her, I realized there was other ways to learn the math, and then I started tutoring, and it really kind of came a little bit naturally to me to understand it, explain it, and help people with the math. So it really was a nice thing that she was really great, and at that moment I kind of knew I wanted to be a teacher and really didn't want to do anything else. I am an algebra teacher here at Brick, but I have taught everything from 7th to 12th graders. My favorite part about teaching here at Brick Township is, I think, my students. It really is my favorite part of teaching in general. I love building the relationships with students. I love seeing my students every day. They're the reason why I come to school every day. Math is not everybody's favorite subject, but I try to make it understandable and somewhat fun, as fun as you can make math, that they don't feel bored, that they don't feel lost. But that relationship that I have with them is by far my favorite part of teaching here at Brick. The kids are great. My students are wonderful. I really think we have a great group of kids here at Brick. My favorite memory here at Brick was a little bit challenging for me to come up with because it's my first year. So I haven't been here for long enough to have all these memories with all of these colleagues and administration and students. But I asked my students yesterday, I was like, what could I put as my favorite memory here at Brick? And they actually said, what about lunch? You eat lunch with us. That's fun, right? And I was like, actually, it is. It's my favorite time of the day because I get a lot of students that come, they sit with me at lunch. It's a different relationship that we have because we don't have to talk about math. We don't have to talk about their grades. I'm not teaching them. It's them choosing to come to me and hanging out, having a conversation, confiding in me in things that maybe, are going wrong in their life, going really right in their life. So I honestly think that probably is my favorite memory, and I'm happy that my students told me that. I think that I inspire them by creating those relationships with them. I really strive to get to know each and every one of my students in some way, something that they enjoy, something that they're interested in, a class that they like, an activity, a sport, anything that can give me something more about them rather than just a name and a seat in my classroom. I really try my hardest to make those relationships, and I think that me making those relationships, them having a safe, fun, understanding environment to learn in, inspires them to do their best for me and for themselves. I think I would give the advice of don't let other people dictate how you do what you do. Don't waste time on thinking about what other people think about you, because these 4 years are the best 4 years of your life. You get to learn new things. You get to be involved in things that maybe you never do outside of this. And by wasting time and energy on what other people think of you, I think hinders you from finding yourself in these 4 years and knowing where to go after these 4 years.